Welcome to Bitter Coffee. I am your host, Kelly Coffey. I am here with not one, but two Batsies.
That's correct.
Yeah. So why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Hi, everybody. I'm Margo Batsie.
And I'm Odie the dog, Garfield's nemesis. No, I'm Grace Batsie.
No, Grace, we talk about you on just about every show, right?
Most shows, yeah.
Yeah.
Most.
So it feels like we have a celeb.
Thanks.
Right here in the studio.
Thanks,
so
I think.
Thanks for sitting in tonight. I appreciate it.
welcome.
And Margo, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks love
for
having you in the
us.
second seat. It's fun. We had a little bit of an issue last week. I'm going to say it was a scheduling issue, and we're going to leave it at that. But I think we all know it wasn't really a scheduling issue, right?
Yeah.
I was a little bit tired.
Well, you had a busy work-life balance.
Had a busy time.
Yeah.
It's good, but we're here now.
Yeah. So thanks, you guys. I am going to jump right in. I got a few text messages, a couple emails, the odd phone call. There was a phrase, Margo, that you brought up last week. And
Let's just get right into this.
do you want to talk about the phrase that your mom brought up that I've never heard of before?
Okay. So the phrase was meatbird, which is now on the word sign thing for tonight.
Here in the studio, yeah.
Yep.
That's a phrase. That's a thing. It's a farm thing. It's a thing. Kelly has other not things about that.
I've never heard those two words together before. And you
Okay.
were like, oh, yeah, that's a meatbird.
Right.
Like,
and
it's a word that everybody should know.
Because it is.
3 days after the show, what did I send you in a text that I screenshot off of Front Porch Forum? Someone was looking for meatbirds. They placed a whole ad. I mean, it is Jericho. So
See,
there's
there
that.
you go. I think that could be part of the issue.
But no, I mean, and again, we talked about this last time, is that I am not a farmer type gal.
No.
I was born and raised in Cleveland and New Jersey. So
Not a lot of meat birds.
No, I don't know how to grow anything. I mean, except humans.
Sure.
Because I've grown two
You can
of
grow
them.
two. Yeah, you've grown
I've
two
grown
humans
two
so
of them.
far, which
They're
is
pretty
good.
much
But-
identical to each other.
But as a person who has grown up in like farming rural areas,
Sure.
meat birds are things. So you have chickens, and you have like your birds that you have eggs, your chickens, and then you have your meat birds who you raise to not to kill.
and eat.
Yeah.
To put a fine point on it.
Meat birds.
So wait, an average chicken who's an egg producer,
A layer,
a lay.
if you will. I just made that up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
All right.
I've heard that.
Really?
You know, like all of the farm terms.
Lila has a farm.
Grace, are you secretly in 4-H? I don't know. Am I dropping you off and I'm not even aware?
Actually, you know the farm in the end of Brown Trace?
Yes.
That's my farm.
I have a straw hat if you want to borrow it.
I'm good.
Okay. All right. Let me know
But
if you
thanks
change your
for
mind.
the offer.
No problem.
But so other people were confused by this statement as well.
I don't think they were confused. Like I'm just kind of convinced that it's not really a word.
It is.
Okay.
Like, okay, I look at it this way. It's a word that maybe people use, but maybe not a word. Like my grandmother, and I think we've talked about my grandmother in the show before. She wasn't very smart. And
But she had some wisdom.
oh, yes, she did.
Yeah.
Instead of the word pattern, she would say pattern.
Oh.
So yeah, that's not a word.
Okay. But I
Well-
think
No, that's not a word.
Grace Batsie for the rebuttal.
Yeah.
It's not a word.
No.
It's a pattern.
No.
Okay.
I did.
So meatbird kind of feels like it's a...
Did you just look it up on the Google?
I did. And
Okay.
it came up with meat birds.
Oh, okay.
It's a thing.
All right.
There's a history.
All right. So I stand corrected on the meatbird thing.
It is it's a weird
an odd
word
word
to say.
Yeah, it's an odd word
Yeah.
to look at.
And
And
it's-
now that I'm looking
it
at it
is-
here
Yeah.
in
it
the studio,
is.
hashtag meatbird.
I think there should be a space in between meat
but
and
there's
bird.
no spaces in
Oh.
hashtags. You would know that, Gen
Z?
whatever you are.
Are you Gen Z?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gen X. I don't know what
I'm
you're
Gen X.
Yeah.
I'm like legit Gen X.
I'm on the end.
Yeah.
cusp of millennial?
No. There's got to be something in
No,
between.
it's Gen X and
Gen
millennial.
Y.
Yeah, what about Gen Y?
There's
There's
Gen
not
Y.
a Gen Y.
Yeah,
There's a
is.
Gen Y.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Back to the Google machine.
Yeah.
This should just be the Google show.
Man, this is like I didn't know this show was going to be so controversial. I had no idea, but I guess
I came in here for giggles and bells, and I
that's
got
it.
Google.
I mean,
Oh, so Gen Y. Okay, that's also called a millennial.
Boom.
So Gen X is 1960 to 79. So I'm not right on the cusp of that. I was born in 74. Then Gen Y or millennials is 80 to 94. And Gen Z is 95 to 2010.
Yep, that's me.
all right. I mean, I said it before. I'll say it again. We're always learning on
We
this
are.
show. So
It's our quest.
yeah, it is. It's why I'm here.
Educational.
Yep. It's what we do. All right. Now, last time you guys were supposed to be on the show, I think it was right after Kamala Harris accepted. Well, she didn't accept the nomination, but she kind of accepted the nomination for
yeah.
VP. I cannot tell you what I would not do for that person. I adore her. If somebody was like, hey, drag yourself across some broken glass for like an hour and a half. Okay.
Sure.
No problem.
No problem.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
And
Maybe longer.
probably, yeah, I mean, like minimum 90 minutes.
Yes.
Like walk across some Legos.
All day long. Like with a smile on my face.
Interesting.
Be like, woo.
And when I get her emails, I'm like, oh,
Do you feel like they're coming to you?
well,
Kind of.
Like she writes them herself
No,
to
like-
Kelly
like-
Coffey.
yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, you can just write a text,
Right.
you know.
She's
but
a busy.
she's busy.
She's a busy lady.
I don't know.
now.
I don't
She's
know.
up for the
She's a VP.
Democratic ticket.
Yeah, she is.
So she's got a lot.
she's busy. She doesn't have time to text me.
Right.
Because, yeah. Anyway.
It's probably like
It's pretty
right
exciting
after
news.
her list, though.
Right. She's like, oh, I have to get to that. And then she like pushes it on to the next day. And then like
Falls off.
Yeah.
VP nomination stuff comes into play. And I'm once again,
Low on the list.
It's okay. You're in her heart.
I know. Oh, this
nice,
I know.
Grace.
This I know. I did learn that her first name means lotus
Wow.
in Sanskrit, which I don't know if you guys know this, but there is a restaurant in Winooski whose name is a Sanskrit name.
Really?
Yeah, and the
Is
pronunciation.
it Tiny Tie?
No,
Okay. Sneakers?
no. But
I'm
you're
just-
in that neighborhood.
Just name
Need you the
restaurants.
other side of the bridge.
Huh.
There's a big
Waterworks?
no, closer though. You could see this restaurant from Waterworks.
Oh, why didn't you tell us?
Yeah.
I believe it's called Pingala.
Oh!
Pingala strikes a chord with the Batesy gals.
Is it Pingala? Or is it
Actually, it's Pingala. It's very breathy.
I never can say it right.
Very breathy.
I can never say it right.
Well, here's the funny thing about that restaurant. I was corrected one time publicly. I was told when I said, hey, let's go to Pingala or let's get takeout from Pingala. And somebody said, actually, it's Pingala. And so
But is
then-
it?
I don't know because I went to another place for takeout and I was trying to be cool because they have this chicken curry that I like at Eco Bean on Dorset Street.
Okay.
And I mentioned something. Oh, I had this recently at Pingala. You know what she said? Actually, it's Pingala.
Well,
Right.
Yeah. Circle of life.
Yeah.
So,
I think, you know what? I say it's yummy. People go there.
Yep.
It's healthy.
Yep.
place
So
with
it
the
doesn't
P.
matter what it's called, you know? Well, maybe not the place of P. I don't think they're going to incorporate that in their marketing anytime soon. Oh my gosh.
I hate myself so much that I just said that.
it's Grace Batsie Unleashed.
Yeah.
Look out, everybody. Here we go.
It's good. It's good. This is a safe place. So this is an environment that you can say things.
Yep.
So it's okay.
So, if anybody out there knows the correct
For
pronunciation,
sure. And like, I want to hear from the person who owns it. I want to hear from someone who
Call us
works
directly.
there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
my number is 802-793-617.
Kelly's going to get like 8.
That was like just audible enough where you
Just
might
enough.
get some phone
Someone might
calls.
call you. Yeah.
You're like, hey.
Derek's probably going to like turn up the volume on that.
We should say thank you to Derek.
Yeah.
Even though he's not here.
I was going to wait till the end.
Oh, shoot.
Well,
No, wow. Surprise.
Sorry.
Derek.
Well,
I'm the
Margo,
worst.
you sound like the person who like would roll up like a half an hour early with a cake before the surprise party
Yeah.
and be like, can you just hold this for a minute? And it's like the birthday party person's birthday.
It says like, happy birthday, Kelly.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, you didn't know? Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's
We'll come
fine.
back.
We can circle back for sure.
put a pin in it.
Yep. I was driving, and I guess this is only specific to people in Vermont that drive on Dorset Street. Who'll know what I'm talking about. So I'm on Dorset Street the other day, and I'm at this light. And to give you guys a little bit of background, everybody that drives in Vermont is always really, really friendly. And there's a lot of waving, and there's, hey, and let me get in front of you.
You
and-
probably know someone in
Absolutely.
the next car. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why
Always.
you could never give anybody the finger here.
No.
Because it will come back to you.
Yes.
It will come back and haunt you.
It's like, hey, did you give the finger to that person one time in the red one? And you're like,
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you know what the answer is? It's never like a no. That wasn't me. It's I don't think so.
Yeah.
I do it to a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't really
gosh,
remember.
that's
Wait,
the
what
worst.
day was it?
I gotta go.
Yeah,
So,
I don't
Oh,
remember.
my phone's
Okay.
ringing.
Yeah,
So
I got to
you're-
take this.
You're
I
on
gotta take this
Dorset.
call. Oh yeah,
You're on Dorset,
Thank
and you're
you.
turning at the double lane there.
Turning at the double lane. And
Chaos lane.
Chaos lane, and it's two lanes that are both turning left. Something I've never seen except in Vermont. Anyway, guy next to me beeps his horn a couple of times, gets my attention, rolls down his window, and I give him like the, oh God, what now? Look.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing in front of you.
No.
No, you're not. No. Yeah, I gotta get over there.
No, you don't.
Not my problem.
Right.
Can't do it because then I'm not going to be able to get on the interstate because the person behind me is going to drive through my car, over my car, and then hit him.
Right.
Well, what do you mean? It was like a 2-minute argument. So you know what I did? I just rolled up my window and pretended like he wasn't there.
Perfect.
That was my only option.
Did you get really close to the car in front of you?
Oh yeah. I was basically
I would have like inched up.
absolutely.
up,
I was
yeah.
technically probably in their backseat.
Perfect.
And
Oh,
yeah.
it was so that's all I had to do was just kind of ignore and tailgate.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I'm going to live out the rest of 2020.
Okay.
I'm just going to ignore
and
and
tailgate.
tailgate. Might have to put that up on
Yeah, that's a better
the words.
Words of
hashtag
advice
than-
Is it
from Kelly
better?
Coffey.
Is it better than meatbird?
Is anything?
No,
I don't think so.
No, I don't think it
Yes.
is. So last week I watched the meteor shower. Did you guys watch it?
No. I'm like in bed at like 7:30.
Okay, I mean same,
I
but
know, but you're better, and you have the cool app on your phone
I know.
to see the stars.
Yeah.
Which
I have that app too.
Do you think it's a lie?
no.
No.
It looks
You know,
real.
okay. I mean, it seems real, but I don't know.
I believe
It would be a really big lie.
I know, absolutely. But I just when I look up and on a clear night, and I'm like, oh, that's where Pisces is. I don't see Pisces.
I'm a
Right.
Pisces.
I'm a Pisces.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Well then,
I'm not.
And
Pisces, Capricorn. But I think your moon's in Pisces. Either your moon or your
here we go.
ascending sign is in Pisces.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
I'll
talking about.
look.
have you ever had
did
anybody
you
do
s-
your chart?
Yes.
Oh, I made her get CoStar.
I don't know what that means.
It's an app about your horoscope.
So it's like
But yeah, my dear friend Natalie did my chart.
Merchant?
No. She is a dear friend as well, but no, Kel. You know Natalie as well.
I know
Hey,
that.
Nat,
I know Natalie
you should be
Merchant.
listening.
It's a shame that she couldn't join us tonight.
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a dream a couple of months ago. For those of you that are still listening and agonizing over this, so I had a dream
oh,
that I was at my
God.
favorite theater in New York, the Beacon Theater, and it was me, and it was Margo, and it was Natalie Merchant, and
3 gals on the town.
yeah, just watching a show. And I don't know who the performer was, but we were really excited to be there. And the top of the Beacon Theater kind of disappeared, so it became this like outdoor theater.
Open air.
Yep, it was right in the middle on the Upper West Side.
Say.
And Natalie Merchant was referring to Margo as Mango, like that was your name.
So now when I call, does it still say mango?
No.
Oh, you changed that?
I did. I
fun.
think
Wait, did you
fun
change
for
her
me.
contact name to Mango?
I changed it to Mango, Mango, Mango. Because just
Like
one.
3 pictures of mangoes.
Yeah, because just one seemed a little bit weird.
Yeah.
And then I did an update on my phone and then ended up getting a new phone.
Oh,
and
right.
she didn't say it as rapidly.
Yeah.
Because when she said mango, 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 that was funny.
Yeah.
But then with the upgrade and the new phone, it was mango, mango,
Yeah.
mango.
No one
So
has time
it
for that.
just- yeah.
No one has time for that.
But she cannot, Siri cannot pronounce your last name correctly.
No one
Oh
can.
no, like
No.
humans
one.
can't
Yeah, no one can pronounce our last name.
because it's spelt Batsy, so everyone just assumes that it's Batsy.
But it's not.
But you would
not.
think that the amount of times that I say, call Margo Batsie,
She would catch on.
She would
doesn't
catch
learn.
on.
She doesn't.
She doesn't learn.
okay.
Well, our Alexa says Dawn's Kitchen Echo, like all of because everything's under Dan because that's what our Amazon account's under. So it'll be
I
like
was like, who's Dawn?
My husband.
Dawn Batsie.
so it'll be like ending.
It's the third Batsie daughter. We don't really talk about her.
She lives under the stairs.
She's like a Kennedy child. Like either all in or all out. You know, there's no in between.
Yeah.
So-
So it'll be like ending timer on Dawn's Kitchen Echo. Like it's spelled
every
Dan.
time.
It's Dan.
D-A-N.
That's not
Yep.
Dawn. That's
Nope.
Dan.
That's how she says it.
If it's Dawn, then it would be an O, or there would be a W thrown in there.
Either one.
Yeah. No.
Interesting. So do you just call him
Dawn.
Dawn now?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't, but I should.
You should. Well, don't you call your, what do you call your mom?
Marge.
I don't know why I find it so funny.
I don't either.
I knew the answer. I find it really funny. I think it's
Hilarious.
because you say it with a straight face.
Marge.
Marge.
Yeah.
Well, my friend thought that was your name for a long time, for like a year. Mm-hmm. And she was like, because I referred to you as Margo once, and she was like, wait, your mom's name isn't Marge? I was like, no, Violet, it's not.
Yeah. No, one of Mary's friends' moms had my name in her phone as Marge.
Marge Batsie.
Yeah. Marge.
You sound like you
Batsie.
should be like an accountant. What would Marge Batsie do?
Ooh.
Right?
Marge Batsie would wear like skirts a lot. She would work.
Would they be flowy?
No, I imagine this in like the 50s.
Oh, okay. Like a suburban housewife.
Yes.
Okay.
But a working 50s woman.
Oh, was that allowed back then?
Like Joan Holloway.
From Mad Men.
Yes.
See, I knew
Good
that
reference.
reference. That
I
was a
didn't.
really good reference.
I didn't know that.
It's an old people show, Grace.
I say that one time.
But you're not wrong when you say it.
No. Oh, should we dovetail into that show now?
We can. No, let's finish up with Marge Batsie first. Because I
Okay.
feel like Marge Batsie has an agenda.
She wears pointy glasses.
Okay. With like little rhinestones on them?
Possibly.
Okay. Is she in any kind of like neighborhood community thing? Like a neighborhood watch? Or she's in charge
She's
of...
like a
probably-
busybody.
She probably has like a ladies' lunch once a week.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's a lot of like finger sandwiches and cucumber sandwiches. And there's an ambrosia, probably.
I love an ambrosia
Right?
salad.
So we had a dovetail, and now I forget what that was.
The morning show.
Old people shows.
Yes.
So the morning show, one of the best shows I've ever watched.
I agree.
I adore that show.
100%.
Never seen it.
The moment it was over, part of my soul just was crushed.
Tears.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
At the end
Absolutely.
of the last episode, I sat shocked in like stony silence. Like I didn't
I watched
know what
this.
to do
I
with
saw it.
myself.
You were there. You witnessed this.
So I watched the whole season in over a few days on vacation
Sure.
because it's like was like 10 episodes, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
So
Something
it was
like that.
perfect for vacation watching. And
Perfect.
Grace was letting me use her Apple TV.
Because I got a new
Plus.
iPad recently, so we got a year of Apple TV Plus.
Flexing a little bit on that, right? A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
She did, yeah.
It's totally fine.
She got that for
It was
8th
a-
grade graduation.
Yeah, it was a gift.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Kind of crushing 2020, aren't you?
Well, no.
You don't think so? You get your braces off.
Yeah.
You graduated 8th grade.
Yeah. But both those things were supposed to happen.
Yeah. Okay. No, you're right. You're right. But here's something that I wanted to talk with you about, Grace. You've been in the house since like February, right?
March, yeah.
Okay. Because there was a winter break or like a weird
It was
spring break. Are you okay?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
There was a chest touch and like a lean back. So
Okay, you two. Let's go.
sorry for putting you on blast.
Seriously.
Are you all right?
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, so my February break lined up with the week before quarantine, I think.
No, false.
There was like a week in between.
Yeah, maybe.
My break was like March 1st to March 7th. And then I only went back to school for like a week.
Right.
And then it was like, nope.
Yeah.
And also, school was canceled on my birthday. Like, it was like, you're not going to go back to school. Happy birthday.
Okay, yeah.
Because I remember I think if my memory serves, and I could be totally wrong, that you were able to like meet your friends for your birthday like right under the wire, like
Yes.
right before everything like
Yes.
just
Right
shut
before.
down.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We had her birthday party on her birthday in
Yep.
March, and then everything shut down like 3-4 days later.
Like hours later.
yes.
Yeah. So can I ask what that's been like for you? Like I'm not joking. I'm genuinely curious.
Well, it was like fun. I'm an introvert. So like the first few, like March to like mid-April wasn't bad for me. I just like did my thing,
Sure.
chill. I like being able to like school on my own schedule.
Makes sense to me.
I also like how I just use school as a verb.
Sure.
So
Because it
maybe
is now.
We need more school. Just, I'm spitballing, but I think maybe,
I'm going back soon.
yes.
I did productive things this summer.
No, you did. You
Don't
did.
judge.
Yeah, so she was definitely then sort of mid-April to June was rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
That was really, really rough.
Because at that point, you're going from one season to another. And I think that's when it started to kind of hit a lot of people where it's like, oh, it's warm outside, but I still can't do anything.
Right.
If it's during the winter, especially where you guys live with all the meat birds,
Correct.
it's a lot easier
Yeah.
to stay in the house.
Sure.
But I can't imagine what that was like for you to just stay in the house for that long.
It
Like
was-
that's nuts. It really is.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
And like I had like a totally different experience than all of my friends because my parents were going to work every day.
Right.
And like leaving. So their lives were mostly normal. And my friends were like, oh, we're just like locked down and doing things as a family. And I was like, well, my parents can leave. But I can't.
So you had to like hold it down,
yeah.
right? Just like run the house more than
And then
you usually do.
Me and Mimi, it got nasty.
Because you guys
later
were trapped.
into it.
Well, how long were you guys trapped together in the house?
Like my birthday to late June.
Yeah, see, that's rough. I
Yeah,
can't last
Mary-
like 2
now-
hours with my sibling.
Mary actually came home from college on Grace's birthday. Or she was home that week before, was supposed to return on March 15th. And on March
Because that was her spring break.
March 13th, they got the word that they weren't going back.
It's crazy.
So she was home with like 10 days worth of clothing that she brought to launder.
Right.
Didn't have anything.
And they were all like lounge clothes.
Yeah.
Right.
And then she was a working woman.
Yeah. So then she did get an internship, but it was remote pretty quickly. So she was home too, working.
It's crazy.
It's been kind of a ride, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a ride for everybody. Everyone's got their stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
I mean,
know?
I think you're one of the few people that I know that was just, I'm just home and I'm home for several months.
Yeah.
And that's not an exaggeration, right?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I'm not good at math or anything, but you were home by yourself
No, it was several
during the
months.
day for several months. That's just, it's nuts.
And
It's
it's
crazy.
too, for Grace, I mean, being 14 years old, she wasn't driving to the store. She wasn't doing any of the things that like we were, we were going out, once every 10 days or, doing that necessity things. Well, she didn't do any of that. She didn't come with us because she wasn't leaving. So we were really keeping her at home.
You were like a quarantine within a quarantine.
basically. Yeah.
I remember I grew up in an apartment complex and I was thinking what quarantine would be
Oh
like,
my goodness. How tricky.
right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's tons of kids in the neighborhood. But, like, what do you do? Because all of our parents worked. And a lot of the kids that I grew up with, they had like, just one parent. So the mom or the dad had to go to work. And I was thinking the other day in the car, like what we would do during the summer, and how at the end of the summer I was always really bummed because I had to go back to school. Whereas Michelle, my wife, loved to go back to school because she lived out in the middle of nowhere in Vermont. And she was excited to see her friends because it was just Michelle and her brother for an entire summer. But they like lit things on fire. Did the lights just flash for half a second? Or am I having like
I kind of saw that. I thought I
bit of a
blinked.
stroke. No.
I thought I blinked, but
Okay.
I think maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea.
All right. Well, I mean, if somebody needs to like throw a wallet in my mouth, it's right in my bag.
Okay, good.
Anyway.
Good to know.
So we were kind of left to our own devices as kids. And we would do, like, we'd ride our bicycles on, I guess, maybe the equivalent of I-89. It was Route 206 in New Jersey. We'd ride our bicycles
no,
up
not
there.
quite I-89. Route 15.
Okay. But,
Yeah.
like, busy, like,
Very busy travel road.
Like, shouldn't maybe be riding up.
shouldn't be an 11-year-old on a bicycle
No.
riding
Were there
at
helmets?
7-Eleven.
Did you have like a banana seat?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I did.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I had this really tricked out red, white, and blue bicycle
Oh, that's cool.
with an Evel Knievel, probably a reference you don't understand.
No,
Grace,
I get
so-
it. I get it.
Evel Knievel fluorescent flag on the back.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was, man, that bike, I got it 1 year for my birthday in February, and it was warm, so I got to ride the bike. And then the following year, there was a blizzard, so there was no bike riding.
Right.
And it kind of told me, like, this is how life goes. Sometimes you get to ride your bike on your birthday, sometimes you don't.
Right.
Anyway, we would do things that I think now our parents would probably have been arrested for.
Sure.
We would grab all of the mattresses from our apartments and we would go to our friend Adrian's house because she lived on the second floor, and we would jump off of her balcony into all the
Oh
mattresses.
my gosh.
How are you still alive?
I don't know.
We lived through a lot in the 70s.
Because nothing, like, you never got hurt.
No.
We had a really big pool in our apartment complex, and I remember clearly standing on the armrest of one of the lifeguard chairs and then diving out over the sidewalk in order to reach the deep end. And one time,
Where was the guard?
well,
Begs the question.
funny story.
Yeah.
Not there.
1 year, the lifeguard was my sibling. So we got away with a lot. And other times they just weren't paying attention. I think a lot of times they were just like smoking pot and talking on the payphone.
Right.
That's what I think it was.
Yeah. So that was a cush job.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy money.
But I remember thinking, what would kids do now in that apartment complex? Like, you wouldn't be able to keep kids apart, right?
No, I don't know. I mean, I think,
Like a hotbed.
yeah, I think that is one of the reasons why, thank goodness our transmission rates in Vermont have been somewhat low, but we don't have a lot of congregate housing like that.
You don't have children jumping off balconies
Well,
onto mattresses.
I mean, we may
or
somewhere,
over
I don't
sidewalks.
know, but I just think
some
people
of my
don't
friends
live.
do stupid things.
I know one of Grace's friends was stuck on the roof of the
That was not her fault.
elementary school.
She's stuck on the roof.
So there's on
I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
No, she laughed at it too. So there is at Underhill Central School. No one will understand this reference. There's a very low part of the roof where it's basically probably 7 feet, maybe 6.5 feet off the ground.
Okay.
And there's a tree right next to it. So they climbed to take a picture on it because the background was cute.
Okay.
And then it sounds and they jumped off because it's 6 feet and it's fine. It's onto grass. It's fine. No one would have gotten hurt.
Makes sense.
And then a volley firefighter guy was just driving by, saw them on the roof, and it was no, we have to wait for the fire department to come to get you down.
What?
And
Why didn't they just jump down?
because the volley firefighter guy was there, but she was the last one to jump.
Wait, what word are you saying before firefighter?
Volunteer.
Oh, is that like a term?
Yeah, well, it's an EMS term.
Oh, okay. I forgot that the Batsies are all about the EMS. See? Again, I'm learning.
She was the last one on it because just to jump down because she was the farthest over.
Okay.
And she was just kind of walking over, and the guy was stop. You can't jump down. We have to get the
And in
firefighter
fairness,
here.
it is the volunteer firefighters is probably what we should be calling them, Grace.
Yes.
Because it's wonderful that in our state so many people volunteer to be
Yes.
firemen and EMTs, and
Yes, it's
they help
lovely.
keep us
Put a little
safe.
bow on that, didn't you?
You know, I just feel like I'd be remiss not to mention how amazing, volunteerism
No, it's
is in the
great.
state of Vermont.
It's great.
So,
As
I don't know
Dan
about you
Batsie
guys.
said, it's our most cherished heirloom.
I enjoyed your TED Talk just now. I really did.
funny you say that
Because
because
Dan Batsie did a TED Talk on volunteerism.
he
There you
did.
go.
It's
When
you
is
can,
he going to be on the show?
you can ask him. I'd
right?
give him a call.
He always says, "How's Kelly Coffey?"
He first name, last name?
Yes,
Funny.
always. Yeah.
Here's the funny thing about Dan Batsie. I think, not if,
First
but
name, last
when,
name.
we would either talk about 1,000 different things or one thing for like an hour.
He's one of
Hard
the
to say.
smartest people I've ever met.
Yeah, me too.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, in like a very it's so amazing to me the things that he knows and the breadth of topics.
Can he solve a Rubik's Cube?
I don't know. I'm going to go home and ask.
Okay.
I cannot.
Okay.
I've never solved one. You know how I solved them?
Take the stickers off.
Yeah. I thought that was how everybody solved them.
No.
My friend Frank Singley, he solved it the regular way.
God damn you, Frank Singley.
He
Right?
also had the most amazing air-conditioned basement full of Legos.
Do you think
Shout
A was
out
related
Frank
to B?
Singley.
Right? Is he still around? Is he still with us?
I would hope so.
Is he
was-
listening?
He was also
Probably
a
a regular listener.
competitive figure
Rubik's
skater.
Cuber?
No,
Oh.
figure skater.
Okay.
Well,
Like
probably
an ice dancer?
No, like an actual pairs figure skater. I believe he skated pairs. Maybe he was just men's. I don't know. But
Shout out Frank.
yeah.
Seriously.
And at that point, it would have been the early 80s. I mean, it was kind of cool.
kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Who was that one skater with the really large head?
Can you be more specific?
He
Yeah.
had a very large head and he was a skater. He was an ice skater.
I know him.
What was his name?
Scotty Hamill.
No. Yeah, maybe,
No,
right?
Dorothy Hamill.
No.
Mark Hamill.
No, Scott.
Luke
Scott.
Skywalker.
Princess Leia.
Okay,
Are we going to Google it now?
Google it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is this
We
now
were
just
just
word
talking
association?
before about how, remember before the Google, we'd have to just think about things and like pull it back from our brain.
But here's the weird thing. Before we had Google, there was a lot of, wait, let me think. And then somebody would talk, no, shh.
right.
I'm thinking.
Yes.
So there'd be like a lot of people with like
Scott
a
Hamilton.
Scott Hamilton. There you go.
Close.
But
I
you
was
knew
close.
you were very close.
Because Dorothy Hamill,
you know
Dorothy
who would know
Hamill.
the answer to that question?
Dan Batsie.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, he would.
He
I-
probably would.
I had a Barbie of Dorothy Hamill. That
That's
was the
cool.
only Barbie I was allowed to have.
So
That's
was it a
cool.
Barbie or was it a Dorothy Hamill?
It was a Dorothy Hamill doll, but I think Barbie made it. And she came with this little platform and she would do the Hamill camel and I would like wing her around. That was like a skating move. Really?
You know who would know about that?
Dan
Clardy?
Batsie.
Frank Singley.
Oh, yeah.
I like how we all
I
said
like
three
we're just like
different people
saying like everybody.
that we mentioned.
I bet Frank
Derek.
Singley would know about it.
Derek would probably know. Derek would
maybe.
absolutely know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Frank Singley was I knew him from the neighborhood. We ran in the neighborhood crowd similar to what you had. You'd say, "Mom, I'm going. I'll be out with the kids."
Going to Frank's.
Yep.
You
Going
know,
to Frank's.
I go
Going to the
Frank's,
Singleys.
hang out with the Almattis.
Okay.
Someone down the street had a pool,
Of course.
so that was fun.
Did
As
you
you
jump
do.
off the lifeguard stand?
No,
Yes.
it was
No.
it was like an above ground
I
kind of
see.
situation. We
I
would
see.
definitely all walk on the outside to like create the
A whirlpool.
Whirlpool. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
yeah.
You
Played
know,
a
I'm
lot
thinking
of-
about getting a pool.
really.
I am.
For you or for the complex?
It would just be for me,
Yeah.
since it's not a
not
thing
a-
that I want to share with anybody.
No.
No,
COVID.
it would just be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you thinking you're getting like a small wading pool or like a big?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
An in-ground pool?
I don't know. I don't think
That's
I
a
don't know.
lot.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm in negotiations right now.
Nice.
With yourself?
No, with Michelle.
Yeah.
I just imagine you just talking to yourself from two different points of view. Like,
Oh, I
I
do
should
that
get
too.
it. No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I do that as well.
You should get one of those shipping container pools.
Yeah, but then what do you do with it in the winter? You just cover it up or you bury it? Like what do you?
I think you cover it. I don't know. I'm sure there's some sort of thing.
You could get one of those inflatable hot tubs.
Yeah, I don't know, but inflatable. Me,
No.
I'm fumbly.
No, you're fumbly.
You know what I mean?
You would pop that in a hot minute.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, who wants cheese and crackers? And then there's just
Like drops the knife.
There's
Yep,
just water
exactly.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I probably would not be able to bring my my culinary burner.
No.
That's my new thing.
Yes.
That's my brand new thing.
Yeah.
I was going to make some marshmallows here on the show.
Okay.
If anybody wants me to use.
I'm nervous around all
Fire.
the equipment, but
Okay.
I mean, I think I've
She could do it, like,
stated
over
I
that
could do it
I
over
was
here. I mean, there's like a safe space.
So you texted me earlier about this kitchen blowtorch.
sent you a video.
Sent me a video,
Mm-hmm.
and what did I text back immediately?
I think you asked me if I had a license to use that.
You don't need a license.
Well, I mean,
Do you have a fire
Have
extinguisher
you ever
here?
met Kelly?
I do have a fire. Do I have a fire extinguisher here?
If you don't, then we probably shouldn't do it in this room.
I should have a fire extinguisher.
you probably
No, I
would.
do, because once a year they come and they
check
check
them.
the tags. I'm just not 100% sure where it is right now.
Sure. So I was just worried about the safety because, as you said earlier, you said, I'm not saying anything you haven't. You're fumbly.
I am fumbly.
And I worry, like you're going to lose an appendage or something.
Right. Because the phone call would come like, no, Margo, I was just roasting marshmallows
Right.
in my kitchen.
Right.
And there's like sirens
Yeah.
in the background.
Yeah.
Like,
And they're like-
Everything's
they're
fine,
like, "Ma'am,
but my
put down
house
the
is on
phone."
fire.
I'm okay.
Yeah. I got
got out.
I got a marshmallow.
Yeah. And then, she's like, how am I going to tell Plarty? And like,
Exactly.
the whole,
Yeah,
it would just be, I mean, I kind of feel like I should take it home with me. Like, I'm
She
just
knows that I
worried.
have it.
I still, I don't know how she's sleeping
don't
at
think
night.
you should have
It's
told her.
making me nervous.
Okay. Well, it belonged to her dad.
Sure.
So, I mean, she didn't give it to me, but she let me borrow it.
Sure.
But there was a moment of like,
But she's not as fumbly as you are.
no, she's not.
She's, she's a painter.
Yep.
She's handy.
She's high on
steady.
ladders.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's doing stuff. Yeah. She's cultivating one heck of a mullet.
I know you keep saying that.
Did I send you the photo of her mullet?
No, I have seen it. Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen it.
But recently,
I don't remember how long ago it was.
I took a pic a couple of weeks ago that blew up on
Really?
Facebook. Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not on the Facebook, so I don't know.
I rarely am, but I was kind of
Feels like the content that belongs there, though.
yeah. And because she is a house painter, she spends a lot of time outside. And one person picked up on one of my favorite things about Michelle. She has a sock tan line, which is pretty hilarious. It's like halfway between like her ankle and her calf, because that's where the socks go, because she has to wear boots because she's up on a ladder all day.
Sure.
Did I just say that like a Canadian? Did I say boot a little bit? Like a boot?
Maybe.
Right?
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay.
But,
You would tell me though, right?
Yeah.
It sounded kind of Canadian.
It was like you used to live in Canada when you were like a child, and then you moved when you went to college.
Okay, so I was like 4 when I moved to New Jersey
Marva's
from Canada.
taking a nap.
Right?
No.
It's fine.
Moving
all right.
on.
We have whatever topic that started out as. I think we beat the living hell out.
I think it was comet meteor shower.
Oh,
We
right.
never even talked about
You're
that.
right.
Did
You're
you
right.
see a meteor?
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So
it was good viewing here. I
was
I
pretty
heard about
good.
it. Yeah.
And I think it was, I don't know, like it's going to happen again. It's either like 12 years or 100 years. I don't know. I don't know how much time I
while.
have left. It's going to be a long time.
Sure.
So I woke up, I set my alarm, and I woke up. Even Plarty got up for this.
Wow.
And we set out chairs out in the yard. And the instructions were, because I went on the internet, again, Google machine. And they said, you don't need to do anything, but it takes about 30 minutes for your eyes to adjust. And you just have to face north.
Okay.
So
So
of
you were
course-
just looking
North.
north for 30 minutes pre-meteor shower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you saw them.
Yeah, we saw 2, maybe 3.
That's awesome.
And we kept on saying, well, maybe like one more. And then I was covered head to toe in mosquito bites.
Yeah.
Because the mosquitoes are like, there's 2 idiots out in the middle of the yard at 3 o'clock in the morning
you
looking up
didn't-
at the sky, looking north.
It's probably
No
like
bug spray.
17,000 mosquitoes per meteor.
You know what? That's an accurate number. Absolutely. I did use mosquito spray.
Okay.
They did not care.
They did not care because I don't use like the DEET stuff.
Right.
No.
I use
That
like the
stuff
kind of
doesn't
just
work.
kind of like it like gently like
Moves them on.
hugs a mosquito and says like, "Hey man,
I use
No.
DEET.
why do you
I'm
have
gonna
to bite
kill
me?"
them.
Yeah, but what is that? See, I'm always
don't
afraid it's
know.
going to do stuff to your brain.
I'm sure it does.
You know,
I
like
mean,
just
I think obviously.
Do you want to hear something fun about space?
always.
I was born on not only a full moon, but a lunar eclipse.
Is that space?
Yes.
I mean, really?
The moon?
Okay.
Space.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking like Buzz Aldrin was my uncle. That was like, oh,
I thought it was
okay.
gonna be like, here's a funny thing about Saturn. Not a lot of
No.
people know.
No.
No,
Huh.
not.
No, the moon.
Thanks, Grace. Yeah.
Is that more
welcome.
like astrological?
Yes,
or
that is
lunar?
exactly what it is. It's astrological.
Okay.
Still space.
Okay, no.
no.
I mean, I think it
No.
depends on one's definition of
Okay,
the word.
well,
You
let's
can
move
say
on.
that 'cause
Let's
you're not
move
her
on.
mom, and
okay,
I
we
will
could
just say no.
move on from it. That's right. You get final say.
Yeah.
Because she was, as you say, cut from your body,
Correct.
right?
Yes. Plucked from my body. Yeah.
Extracted.
Let me see. What else do I have on my list? Oh, so the meteor shower thing. Man, this thing just won't go away.
Yeah.
I was really happy because I usually don't. I'm not really like a joiner when it comes to like doing stuff. And I'll tend to like, oh, I don't feel like it. It's 3:00 in the morning and there's mosquitoes. Not this time,
But
my
you
friends.
got up,
Yeah, I was really excited.
Going, yeah.
So then I
Did
started.
you just stay up for the whole day?
Was there like an 8:00 nap?
No. And without going into too much detail, I had how do I say this? I was on call the previous night, so I wasn't really getting a lot of sleep because I tend to not sleep when I'm on call.
Sure.
Because I'm on the phone
Sure.
or I'm thinking that the phone's going to ring. So I kind of
You're
half
just-
sleep.
You're just ready. You're ready for it.
So
to
I
happen.
slept for about 45 minutes that night, like actual number. And when the meteor shower was over, i.e. when the sun rose, more space stuff, Grace.
Or is it astrological?
I took a nap on the couch for about 20 minutes.
Perfect.
Because anything beyond that,
Just like,
I probably would just like never wake up.
right.
So
You'd
a
still
solid
be
hour.
sleeping.
Yeah, no. So I got like an hour and 15 minutes worth of sleep. So I was feeling pretty fresh the next
Sure.
day.
Wow. Yeah.
Did you ever have one of those moments where you're just so tired, like for no reason, you just kind of start crying a little bit?
Yeah.
Where it was just, I have nothing left in my body.
Yep.
I had
So
zero
why not
energy.
just get everything out?
That's it. It's just, I felt like I was just, I had no energy left. So I just started just randomly crying. And I don't know how one of these topics relates to the other because they're next to one another on my list. And we talked about it earlier. Frank Singley, is that his name?
Yes.
Okay. He could solve a Rubik's Cube, right?
Yes, he could.
So there's a documentary, want to say it's on Netflix, don't quote me. And it's these kids who solve Rubik's Cubes in like seconds. In seconds. And they do it with one hand. It's nuts. Like they can solve a regular size Rubik's Cube in, I think it's like 16 seconds or something.
That's
Like,
insane.
I don't understand how somebody's brain can work that way.
I'm telling you right here, I have never solved one.
How are you at puzzles in
Horrible.
general? Like say like, oh, it's a 1,000-piece puzzle and it's like horses.
No, I
can't do them.
can't do it.
I can't do them.
I mean, I might like sit and be social around it, but I'm never gonna finish it.
There's no way.
I can't, I'm gonna rip it apart. I can't.
Michelle does puzzles all the time. That's what
Really?
she's like, oh, I love to do a puzzle. It relaxes me.
Oh my gosh, it's so stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more stressful than anything.
I want to throw all the pieces like in the yard.
I don't like Rubik's cubes. I don't like puzzles. I can't do Sudoku. I can't. All of that stuff is really hard for me to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if any of that's related. Could
Well,
you diagnose it? I mean, you're a recent grad,
I think
so
they're all puzzles, right? You know what?
if we're really tapping
I mean,
back
really,
into the knowledge,
not to put a fine point on.
I don't want to throw
but-
the degree around too much that I just got like honestly like 3 hours ago.
I know it's amazing.
Crazy.
I know it's
Yeah.
so wonderful.
I'm gonna keep going.
With your schooling?
No, with the show. Yeah. Yeah.
Next time it'll be
Did you
Dr.
say
Coffey.
with your schooling?
I did.
Yeah. You know what? I ain't really from around here. I figured I'm just going to continue on with my schooling. I wish I could whistle.
What?
My schooling.
No, yeah, you should. You're getting masters, and then before we know it, Dr. Coffey.
Right. And then by then I'll be like, I did the math, I'll be 107.
Perfect.
Like, you know,
and
ready to
ready to like hang out your shingle.
Exactly.
And then bring it on in.
Exactly. Because I've been dead for 30 years. So there's that.
Why don't we just next topic?
No.
Yeah, let's move on.
Good.
So I've been having a lot of dreams, and one could say they are awesome dreams, but that was Lionel Richie, wasn't it? Yes, it was. I had the Natalie Merchant dream where you were renamed Mango. And I had a dream the other night. Do you guys remember the Hawaiian punch guy?
Yes.
Do you remember his name?
Punchy?
Yes. I had a dream. He was in it the other night, and he was just basically just like
Beating people
he
up.
was just punching people in the face.
There.
And then when I woke up and I realized, no, that's actually what he did. So punching
I
like
don't remember him at all. I confused
I
him
put
with the
up a
Kool-Aid
photo?
man.
or do you
I'll
have
pull
like
the photo.
maybe like a YouTube, like a commercial? Maybe you can throw it up to the mic.
do.
Because I think he would like offer like there'd be like maybe I'm making this up. There'd be like a thirsty person
Sure.
and
As there was in the backyard.
there'd be like somebody who was
1975.
dehydrated.
Sure.
And he would offer them something to drink, and then he would just punch
Sugar
them in
water.
the face, right?
He would offer them
He would offer them,
chemicals and sugar.
right?
Okay, this one's from
And then-
1975. So
Okay,
we'll pull it up.
Perfect.
I don't know where to put it. 1 second.
Towards the mic.
Just turning it all the way
We'll be
up.
right with you guys.
Technical difficulties.
Juicy. Hey, how about a nice Hawaiian punch? Sure. Taste.
And he just, I couldn't see it. He just hit the guy.
He just clocked him.
Yeah, right.
Like right
in the
nose.
face,
Like
right?
that guy is marked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who were these marketing executives? What
were
were
like,
they thinking?
This is an ad for children, for a children's drink.
Right.
Why don't we have the guy just clock him?
Punch him in the face.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the same thing with the Kool-Aid guy. He would like
No, he just ran through walls.
right.
Yeah.
He would like it was like a home invasion.
Yeah.
Right. That's what he would do.
Yeah.
I feel like
Just
I'm
bust things
thirsty,
down.
and then the Kool-Aid guy, who was a giant pitcher, would just like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. He would
Yeah.
do that, and then just like
Right. A
ruin
giant
someone's
pitcher,
home.
but with pants.
no.
Yes.
I don't. Did
Oh,
he wear
I think
pants?
he had pants on. Yes.
okay, we'll look it up. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, the last time I had a conversation on the show about somebody wearing pants or not, it was Winnie the Pooh, and it was 3 weeks worth of emails that I had to sift through.
He didn't have
and
pants.
No, he didn't.
He had
and
a
that's
top.
Why, but I was
No,
asking.
he had pants and a shirt. The Kool-Aid guy.
No,
that's a newfangled
Yeah,
Kool-Aid. Look
I
at
need
retro
old school
Kool-Aid.
OG.
Gee, Kool-Aid.
Oh, so no pants.
No
then.
pants.
Oh, naked.
Yeah.
Naked Kool-Aid.
Wait, but with a
He's like-
smaller pitcher of Kool-Aid in his hand.
in his hand.
carrying
So
around
it's like a
his
caricature
child.
of himself, and he would do home invasions naked.
Apparently.
Jesus
Someone called the
Christ.
cops.
Pull it together, sugar water. My
Wow.
God,
Wait, I
I
have
love a
a.
Kool-Aid, though.
We were talking
Love
about
a
this.
Kool-Aid.
I would eat. I would eat. I would eat.
Packets.
I couldn't get it out. Would you eat the whole thing at once, and then it would just like sit there and like sit
And
on
my
your
mom would
tongue?
come home and she would be
Yep.
like, I thought we had some red Kool-Aid. And I was
No.
like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Look at how clean the house is. Look at how fast I can run. And then they got into like weird colors like blue raspberry.
Yeah, I didn't like any of that.
And like it turned your teeth blue for a couple of days. I mean, that had to be good. And then there was also candy that I would get as a kid. And I don't know if it's still around.
Yeah, I know
hope it
exactly
is.
what you're going to say.
Lick-a-Maid?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is my favorite candy, hands down.
Do you know what this is?
So it's a sugar
No.
stick.
Yep.
And
Like a
looks like a
pixie
tongue
stick?
It looks
depressor.
like a tongue depressor. It's about that size and it's made of solid sugar.
And you had 2.
Yep. And you lick it and then you stick it in the packet of Kool-Aid mixture,
Sugar.
basically sugar. And then you
So
make
you
a
would
little-
use sugar.
Like a fun dip?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
But it was called Lick-a-Maid.
Why?
I don't know.
We could also eat that with the Big League Chew. That came it was like the bubble gum that was kind of like chewing tobacco.
It was like shredded. Yeah, that kind of taught kids like, hey, overindulge in
tobacco's
this.
fun.
Yep. You can spit wherever you want.
Yes.
And there,
candy cigarettes.
and there was candy cigarettes,
Stuff we did.
Lickimade. I remember
good.
like the world changed when they added the lime flavor. Shout out to you, Derek, because I know you love anything lime. They had grape
Yep.
and then strawberry, and then they added the lime.
Yeah.
And that's when things, I think, I don't know, for me, it kind of
kinda
went
jumped the shark.
sideways. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just, it's too much. And grape and strawberry go together.
Not lime. I don't
it's-
even know
It's a
what.
flavor unto itself.
Yeah.
There's no mixing.
No.
And then I was fearful.
Wait, you would mix the flavors?
Oh my God, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And
Well,
what held it together,
I
what
feel
held the
ill.
sugar on the sugar stick was
Was-
saliva.
Yeah. Not COVID friendly.
No, not anymore. But you wouldn't share that anyway.
I definitely shared in the day.
You did?
Sure.
I know. I kept it all to myself. And then that second sugar stick,
Just eat it.
just straight.
Yep.
I would just, straight, no
Chomp on
chaser.
it.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
With like the name of the candy was like engraved
Yep.
in it. Yeah, it was good stuff.
Yeah.
So when we were talking about violent things towards kids earlier,
Yes.
pre-recording, I said that I had something that I would like to share that I wanted your blind reactions to.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
we go.
So Marge might know this, but I worked at a summer camp for like June to July, basically, or July, you know what I mean, like a month. And we had this one kid who I'm not going to name because, privacy.
Sure.
Who sometimes his immediate reaction to things would just be a right hook.
Oh, okay.
And then it became a running joke between counselors. So we would just say hello to each other and then just like fake right hook. So we would just be like, oh, hey, Troy.
Would the kid know that you were doing this? I mean,
Horrible.
It's so
the
bad.
worst thing I ever heard.
I kind of feel bad for the kid.
I feel horrible for him.
Oh, yeah. But I think I probably got right hooked, like right here. Like,
Oh,
in
so
my
you
rib,
actually got punched.
in my rib probably 3 times. So I didn't feel as bad.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll take that. So then now you know how all of those people in the Hawaiian Punch commercials felt,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, like Punchy's friends.
It wasn't very hard,
No,
though.
and he
Punchy
wasn't-
clocked people. This kid, like...
It was soft.
Like you would like knock them out, Punchy, right?
Well, Punchy, the guy who he just like fell over.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I guess
it's
he's
not
not.
good.
Was it because he didn't want to give away the Hawaiian Punch?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't finished
I
the
don't know.
commercial.
Okay. No, I mean, we only have so much time.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I think we have exhausted
Yep.
every topic and then some. Unless you guys have anything that you want to add or retract, anything that you want to circle back to.
Take back.
Take back.
Oh, we were
You
going to
can't
circle
take it
back to thanking Derek.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So a couple people I want to thank. I want to thank our donors at the Polarity Foundation.
Yes.
Thank
Without their donations, this podcast would not be possible. I mean, it would, but probably not as good as this one. See, there's that flickering light again.
I saw it.
I
this
saw
time.
that time.
Okay.
yeah.
And I want to thank Joanne and Casey and Emma, everybody at Doggy Styles Dog Grooming. Why do I never have their address ready?
I don't know.
I'm
Grace, could you do
going.
me a favor? Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank goodness for Grace.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. You should
I
just,
am the executive producer.
this is true. And then for a little while you were artistic director
Yes.
and
Yeah,
then
for
creative
like 2
coordinator.
photos.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's a fluid thing.
many hats people wear here at Bitter Coffee.
Many hats. It's
so
a many hat show.
What is their
Phone
address?
number or address?
Let's take both.
Well, the address is 925 Roosevelt Highway, Colchester, Vermont.
That's them.
The phone number is 802-654-7387.
So give those folks a call because if there's
Thank
one
you.
thing that Poppy doesn't like, it's getting his nails done.
And they're wonderful with him.
Doesn't mind going there.
Yeah.
He loves it there.
Yeah.
And Poppy is a man of great taste.
He is.
so-
And I'm sorry he's not here. He's over at Michelle's.
He needs some time. It's
Yeah,
all
he
right.
just barks a lot. Not in the mood. You know what I mean? And I also want to thank Derek Fanton while you were taking a break from the show. You were doing a great job editing our show and getting it uploaded to all of the places where the show is uploaded to. So thanks very
Thank
much for
you,
that. I
Derek.
appreciate it. And
Derek.
we do miss you.
Yes.
Grace, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a long time coming. I'm sorry that Derek couldn't be here. I know he wants to meet you, but you'll come back.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll come back.
Of course.
Marge,
yes.
always
Thanks.
a pleasure.
You know,
Always.
sure. No worries.
Thanks so much, and you'll come back again?
Sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, thanks very much for listening, and we will see you guys again in 2 weeks.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.